everybody, one of Weezem here. It is just after 2 a.m. Sunday, November 8th, 2015. Wanted to do this Friday night. I was pretty tired and opted out of that commitment. But that said, here we are. And as you should know, speaking of Friday and Saturday, the weekend in general, it's still Saturday night to me. Last Saturday was Halloween. And that was a week ago, so as you can see, based on turbocharged Donkey Kong here, it's Christmas time. We got the jolly hats. No time for Thanksgiving, no time for fall. It's time to get ready for Christmas. So, that said, I am extremely tired tonight. I probably should play Animal Crossing and go to bed, but I'm going to make myself do this, get this editing and uploading for you. So, this is turbocharged Donkey Kong in his base form. The hat doesn't seem to impact things. I had a strange... when it was Terrafin, we had like this crazy hat thing going on, so all seems well here. That said, what we're going to do is take a look at the box stock attack damage numbers, and then we're going to, of course, come in, pick up his base upgrades, log those as well. So, primary attack, it is the Primate Punch, and it's sort of a 1, 2, 3. It's 25, 25, 35. You sort of have punch 1, punch 2, and then the slam. Doesn't matter how many, like slams or leaps or anything. Anytime he slams, it's 35. Anytime he punches, it's 25. So it's technically a 1, 2, 3, 4. And I mean, to the guy's credit, if we start about right here, I think we'll hit the dummy once or possibly twice. So let's see what we can do. Punch, punch, slam, slam. You get the idea. I mean, he doesn't cover crazy ground, but I mean, you do it 2 times, and I mean, he basically clears this area. So 25, 25, 35, 35 is kind of your 1, 2, 3, 4. If you factor in the criticals, you would have 25 to 38 and 35 to 53. I'm going to go ahead and put that fourth number of 35 and 53 here on the spreadsheet. Just because you can, I mean, before there's any pause at all, you can get that slam, so it's, whoops, Xbox buttons there, so punch, punch, and then you slam, and then he kind of does like the overhand vault and a second slam, so basically 4 attacks in one. Secondary attack, it is called the barrel toss. It is exactly what you would think it would be. He throws a barrel like that, right? So it covers decent range. Actually, it's very good range. And it does the exact same damage as the punch at 25. Critical hit there, of course, 38. He does kind of move slightly forward as he does it, so keep that in mind. Oftentimes when I play as him and I've been grinding out cash and levels, I found that as I'm taking on a group of enemies or tougher enemies, that I wind up right in their face and have to go straight into like the 1, 2, 3, 4 attack. But very simplistic, 25 to 35 on both attacks, basically. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 25, 25, 35, 35 with criticals of 38, 38, 53, and 53. And then the barrel toss, 25 to 38. I should mention, if you get, that's actually where I was going with this, if you get close enough, keep in mind this is your primary and what it looks like with the slams and whatnot and punches. If you get close enough with the barrel toss, he actually, if you note, just basically like slams it down on the dummy's head. Still does 25, 38, so very simple, and that's the way we like it.
Are you ready for a new magical upgrade?
I'm gonna check the recording because I skipped around pretty bad in the game. Looks okay. Anyway, we're gonna get started here. Note, since we last upgraded, while I've been grinding out levels and predominantly cash, that's the all-important thing in this game, we have acquired 10 wing sapphires. Why is that important? That's the max in this game. It's not 20, it's not 16, it's not the number of chapters, it's 10. So 2% discount a piece. 10 is the maximum number of sapphires, 10x2 is 20, that is our maximum discount. So basically, Bongo Barrel box stock, if we just turn this game on for the first time, it would cost 500. We now get it for 400. So every price you see from here on out on the Wii U, which in all honesty, I'm probably just going to do the Nintendo characters here, so everyone else will be on the Xbox One, but we also have the full discount there, which is a big deal to me. And everything will just be 20%, so keep that in mind. But Bongo Barrel, press X rapidly to slam your barrel down and use it as a bongo. Use your bongos to damage nearby enemies. When you stop, your bongo will continue to play for a short time. So this should be interesting. We'll have to kind of get a feel for this thing. He doesn't look half bad in that jolly hat, really. Anyway, I was reading some speculation on if Diddy Kong would be in Mario Ultra Tennis. And all I care about is if Waluigi gets his freaking amiibo, you know? Anyway, that's another story, another day. Waluigi deserves a standalone game. I've been saying it for years. I don't know why they don't cash in on that. It's like, yeah, we're trying to develop new IP. It's like, no. Take advantage of the existing IP you've never capitalized on. Hashtag Waluigi, Nintendo. But he seriously, if he doesn't get a flippin' amiibo for Mario Tennis, I don't know when they're gonna do it. I also, by the way, voted for him multiple times, by the way, to be the next add-on, I guess the final add-on character in Smash Bros. So we'll see. Nonetheless, we bought something. So let's take a look at that. This is the tertiary attack, so I'm just gonna tap X. Okay. Okay, what? Okay, so, again, I don't do the online thing here, but, whatever. So, he makes the, Orion's Islands. He makes the, Sky Islands on the Skylander Club for him. So, he is up, and I believe he's on the East Coast, so it's 3 a.m. out there. Obviously, he lives the good life as well. Anyhow, back to what we were saying. Let's see here. I want to get a time frame. All I did is press X once and release. So let's see how long this thing will play. About 6 seconds. 5 maybe if you don't count the initial vault. I'm going to go ahead and call it 5 seconds. So maybe we'll check it out first. So let's try to place it right here and see what kind of damage it does. 7, okay. Let's actually, was that 5 instances of damage? 6 actually. Okay, so it's looking like when the barrel is placed down to be a bongo, DK hits anything with it, it's 15 to 23. Let's confirm that. Okay, so let's do this. All right, place bongo 15 to 23, and once we have placed the bongo at 15 to 23, we are going to do 7. That should be to 11. 6 times. And then I'll put roughly 5 seconds. That'll work, right? So place bongo 15 to 23, and then 7 to 11 6 times, or roughly 5 seconds. So let's check it out. Wait, it did 7 that time, didn't it? Okay, I think it did. Gotta redo everything. Okay, that was too far away. Can you have 2 active at once? No. So let's get one over here. Okay, it's 7 instances of damage. So you basically have the 15, and then there's still 7 instances of 7 to 11. I've never seen a critical number on any of this, but we'll just assume that if the good graces of Skylands were upon us, we would see 23s and 11s out here. So now we are going to actually rapidly tap X as it suggested. And let me actually, this might echo on you, but I want to hear this. So cranking the volume a bit. Okay. And it does seem to stay for the same 7 seconds. What is going on with that? ask you to join a game. I would love to join a game, but we're Skylanders research. It's like homework. I can't come out and play until homework is complete. So let's see here. We're gonna just sit here and pound X and see. Oh, okay. So we get 15 when we rapid tap. Can we get a 23? Come on now. Seriously. Where's a 23? I know it's in there somewhere. This is why I don't value critical hits. Even when you and granted I haven't maxed it out in this game and really monitored it, but every other Skylanders game, whenever you get critical hit boost or you have a critical hit hat, it's like the most pointless one to me. Because I could literally sit here and count to 100 and we might get 3 23s, and then we apply this huge critical hit boost and we might get 4. But sometimes, and I've run extensive tests on this, I get the same number. And we've still yet to get a 23. I give up. It's pointless. So, now what I want to do, one final test. I want to get one of these down on the ground. Rat-a-tat-tat. There's a back angle for you. Now I'm going to throw down another one. Okay, and it does despawn. So, place Bongo 15 to 23. We got to modify this again. Place Bongo 1523. Not 230. That should have been the arrow key. DK drums 15 to 23. And then how would you say? Leave it, abandon, run away. I'll just do idle, IDLE, like idling and neutral type of idle. So not idle like immunity or something. Just not actively played. You should know what I mean, right? It's not that complicated. So let's come in now and get the next upgrade.
Hello, Extremely, once again. So happy
I was about to say
dance
that's
with
what we
you,
just bought.
even in this time
Okay.
of great turmoil and
560
danger.
for Super Donkey Kong. Hold Y, so that's going to be our primary attack, right, on this console. Hold Y to enter Super Donkey Kong mode. When in Super Donkey Kong mode, press X to stomp and A to do a barrel roll. This is classic stuff here. So let's go ahead and grab this. I'm also excited to get the path names here in a few upgrades. So first thing first, we're going to tap Y and see what this looks like. Whoops. That was Y on the Xbox. It's X on Nintendo. Okay, so hold Y. About 2 seconds. Okay. Now, is this going to be like... This is more DK appropriate size, or maybe it's just because he's standing without his back hunched over. What I'm wondering... Oh, it timed out. Molten Bowser mode does not time out, or at least it never did in my research. This one does, so let's get a time on it real quick. 5, 10, 15, 20 seconds. Okay, so Super Donkey Kong, we've got 20 seconds. And again, if you get hit, does it become shorter duration? I don't know. We'll have to check that out later. But in the best case scenario, or we just run around, or we hit and pound away at enemies, 20 seconds, unless later on that somehow like fills up some unknown meter to us. But let's re-enter. Sorry, that's a Y on Xbox. So, what are we doing there? 30, 45. Let's take a frontal look at this. Okay, so it's a 1-2. It appears that he swings with the right barrel and then the left barrel and then does like a double barrel slam. So 20 seconds, and then I'm just going to call it punch to keep it concise in the spreadsheet. Let's go ahead and take another look at it here. So, it's actually kind of like a jab and then an uppercut. No, it's a ground pound and uppercut, and then the double barrel slam, right? Ground pound, uppercut, and then twin slam. Okay. So ground pound, uppercut, twin slam. That makes sense, right? 30, 30, 45. We got that. So that is 30, 30, 45. On the critical side, it would be 45, 45. And I did see a 68, so we know the critical numbers still exist. They're not just an idle imaginary thing. So let's take a look at this now. I want to make sure there's not a 4. No, I think it's a 1, 2, 3, in all honesty. If we... Okay, now I'm going to enter it. If I hold it, we do not exit. So... that's that. I'm waiting to see now. I want to make sure it doesn't do damage as we enter. So, there we go. Back to normal. Let's enter Super DK mode, see if there is a damage indicator. Nope. 25 was a punch. So, the barrel roll. Oh, that's nice. About only a second. And the same damage. So 30 to 45. Looks like that should do more. If you could do that for a longer duration, it would be fantastic. Now, the question I have is if while you're in the barrel, do you take damage? And we don't know that yet, but we will hopefully find out. That's it. That's pretty much it there.
Are you ready for a new magical upgrade?
Check out Barrels of Fun again. This is classic. I've talked about this before, where it would be cool if this like accessed hidden areas in the game, or or at least the Nintendo version, of course. Maybe that's where they like stood his soul gem. It would have been neat if Bowser and DK's soul gems were kind of like against the grain, and instead of just being random finds in a treasure chest, they were kind of like purposefully placed, in like a scaled level. Anyway, 720 is the price with our discount. Charge up A and release to be put into an arrow barrel. While in the barrel, you'll be able to aim around the level and shoot yourself. That's kind of a funny way to word it. Shoot yourself out, causing an explosion where you land. Okay. This should be cool. Let's check it out. Back out. Oh, back out. Okay. Hitting all the Xbox buttons tonight. So, here we go. 1 Mississippi 2. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay. That kind of timed out on me. So 1 Mississippi 2. So 2-second charge time. Let's see the range on this bad boy. I don't know if that was the range or we timed out. So we're just going to go straight as far as we can that direction immediately. Yeah, I guess that is the range. Now, if we don't go that far, I'm just going to plant ourselves in the middle of the river. Yeah, it does have a longer timer. But if we hit the max range, it automatically shoots us. So let's get a timer on this thing. "35 seconds. I'm starting to think that first time. Yeah, so apparently you could stay in that barrel for a really long time. Anything over 30 seconds, it's to the point you're just going to do it if you want to troll enemies. I don't know if we would be immune to damage, if we would take damage, etc. Let's get some damage numbers now. Was that 260s? I kind of think it was. Yeah, I believe it was. I can't tell for sure if it's 260s or the first one fading away. I feel like it is too. I'm gonna go ahead and log it as that. So, Barrels of Fun, 60 to 90, and 60 to 90. And that's about all I can do. Again, it gets to a point, there's only so much data you can put in a spreadsheet, but again, apparently you can hold it 30 plus seconds if you are so inclined, but the radius of it, once you get to a certain point, on the radial value, you're going to basically get to a point where it automatically shoots you out. So, case in point, I could basically just sit here forever if we're so inclined, or at least 30 plus seconds. But if I get far enough away, the game automatically shoots. So, keep that in mind. Nonetheless, pretty cool deal. Would be nice if it had a slightly bigger radius, but oh well, still cool.
Extremely once
Especially
again.
if we take
So happy
no
to dance
damage
with
or
you,
limited damage
even in
while
this
we're
time
in
of
there.
great
So,
turmoil and danger.
that said, this is old school. My nephew's reading that book right now. Wimpy Kid just came out this past week. $9.60 is the price. Tap X in Super Donkey Kong mode. You know what? I hadn't tried that yet. It didn't say we had an attack there, but before we buy that, let's make sure. So we're gonna actually enter in to Super Donkey Kong mode. Oh, I'm an idiot. That was a deal. So that's 3. That's cool. Okay, so 3. Why did I not? I remember something about a stomp now. Alright, so stomp is 25 to 38 3 times. So it's a good thing we checked that. Let's go back in, pick up the final base
Hello,
upgrade here.
extremely once again. So happy to dance with you, even in this time of
Oh,
great
that's right. Okay, so
turmoil and
what we
danger.
logged was actually the punch. So you essentially have 3 attacks in Super Donkey Kong mode. You hold Y, and then if you press Y, you do sort of, you know, the what did we call it? Like punch, uppercut, slam. You know, 30, 30, 45 type of a deal. And then you've got the barrel roll, 30 to 45, and then you've got the stomp, so you actually have that extra attack in there. So now we're going to buy old school for $9.60. Tap X in Super Donkey Kong mode to cause ladders and girders to fall from the sky. This is going to be cool. So basically what you saw there plus classic arcade action, which hopefully does good damage. It's basically an instant KO, and any time we play that in Smash. So okay, here we go. This is the... Oh, I nearly clicked something on the gamepad. That was bad. I'm kind of losing my voice for some reason. It's been a strange night. So, we have got the Powder Keg Tower. That's going to bring in some explosive tactics to help defeat enemies. Looks like that's revolving heavily around the barrel. And then coming down, we've got pointy preparations. Upgrade all of your barrels with metal spikes to roll over enemies. Okay, so we want to title that one Pointy Preparations. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you know what? We don't have his soul gem, do we? Okay, so there goes my plan of potentially, I was thinking I'd back out because I'm losing my voice and I'm just so tired. But I remember now, I don't think I have his soul gem. And that's weird because I thought I had gotten it, but apparently not. So let's back out of there. And what we want to do now is we're going to hold X in Super Donkey Kong mode. There we go. Oh! Okay. This is cool. I'm just barely tapping it. Alright, let's do that again. I'm just going to rapid tap it now. Oh, mass destruction. This is fantastic. I saw a 42. I guess they're both going to do 25, but I could have sworn I saw a 42, and I was thinking the girders did 42 and the ladders did 25. But I have not seen 42 since. I've seen ladders hit it, I've seen girders hit it, and all I see is 25. So, I'm guessing it's 25 to 38. But that is freaking awesome right there. So, plus you get the step damage as well. This is sweet. So, let's enter it again. We're gonna run over here. Some celebratory confetti. Looks like he's been working his lats and traps. What else would you expect from DK? So you get the 25 there, so everything is 25, okay. So the stomp is equal to 25 to 38, and then the ladders and girders, that's a strange word, but whatever. I would just say steel beams, but I suppose they know what they're talking about. So 2538, and it's a really cool attack. So he's got a couple of unique ones. Again, he can kind of do the stomp. We've got the Bongo here that you can kind of rattle off. If you go into super DK mode with that playing, you can just rain down upon your enemies. And that's so cool. You can turn, but you can't actually like move, if you know what I mean, like forward, backward, side to side type of deal. Nonetheless, who cares? That is sweet stuff right there. So let's run up here and have some fun with our old friends, the Greebles. And what do we want to do? Let's do the Bongo barrel. It's 1v1 here. That's all I'm gonna do. I was kind of hoping for more of like a, like a classic deep jungle rumble sound from DK. But whatever. And again, while we exit, that'll fire off. You can use that as a, cover. It's more than adequate for the, like second or two it takes to enter Super DK. Oh, what do I want to test with? Let's do. Oops, he's still here. Okay. So that's our punch. Saw the Bongo. Oh, that killed. I guess that knocked him back out of the arena or something. So all I wanted to do is, you have to be in Super Donkey Kong to barrel roll. And we're just gonna roll over this guy. This is pretty hysterical now. If this didn't do, if this absorbs damage, it would be great. So you saw that now. And what we want to do with this guy is just troll him. We're gonna sit right here, see what happens when he hits us. Again, it does. Oh, he doesn't even know we're here. So based on this, if he's totally oblivious to us, that means that other enemies technically should follow suit AI-wise. So say that my nephew and I are playing this. I'm Bowser, he's DK. Somehow he's on low health. I tell him, I'm like, get in your barrel, hold the A button or whatever it would be on the Wii mode. He does that. I can run around, I can get food, healing, throw Whirlwind in the game, whatever, and he apparently should be off the charts now. Since he's so oblivious to us, let's rain on his parade with a double shot of cannon. It should be 60, 60, 90, 90. Oh, now that was only one instance of damage, but it was an insta-kill. That's the second time we've gotten an insta-kill with this. Okay, it's because we're knocking them out, I think, but really, who cares? It's pretty fantastic. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can do the 3 of them. Oh, get wrecked! That was a 1, 2, 3. Literally, that knockback, man, that is fantastic stuff. Don't you hit me, I'm trying to get you a friend. Okay. So let me run around here, and how do I want to kill him today? I know what I'll do. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, this is good stuff right here. That one guy, he was in the safe zone, and now he's just getting drilled. He's still alive. Whatever shall we do? Okay, so he's shaping up to be a lot of fun. Again, just based on these base upgrades alone, there's something kind of for every. My only complaint, I guess I have two. Number one, and again, I'm not really hearing it well even when I crank the volume up, but I was sort of hoping for the classic, DK Jungle Rumble tune when we played the Bongo. I guess it's okay as is. I think there was some semblance to it, but it wasn't, what I had hoped for exactly. That's a small complaint. My other one, which is a bigger deal, in Barrels of Fun, it's a shame that you can only roll for such a short period, like, that's all we get. It doesn't matter if I hold A down, we just time out. If you could do that for even 5 to 8 seconds and you could kind of control your pattern or something, that would be so fantastic. But again, if these Greebles are an indicator of how the other enemies in the game will interact, when we go into the barrel, the old school, or Barrels of Fun, the cannon blast, if you will, if they're oblivious to our existence, that's very significant. It's nothing numerical, but it is very significant on all other fronts. So again, I am dead tired. This has been a bit long. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna throw dark turbocharged Donkey Kong on the portal. We'll try to get through that video before I face plant into the keyboard, and we'll quickly breeze through his upgrades. I'll address them as we go, referencing this video, and then we're gonna throw down the Dark Barrel Blaster and get supercharged damage numbers for both of these guys. If this mirrors Bowser, Dark is going to have higher supercharged damage numbers. I've already tested it on their box stock attacks and it's rang true, so should be interesting. We'll get it documented for the base upgrades, and as always, thanks so much for watching. For myself and Jolly Hat wearing, turbocharged, jungle beat drumming, Congo smashing, cannon shooting, ladder and girder dropping Donkey Kong. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this installment of Skylanders SuperCharged Research. If you did, hit that like button. Share the video with your friends. Tell them about it. Check out the Skylander Club forum, whatever floats your boat. But we will be right back with Dark Turbocharged Donkey Kong. And like I said, we'll kind of breeze through his base upgrades, and then we'll get into the Supercharged Attack Damage Numbers. So if you're interested in that sort of a thing, be sure to check back and see just how amplified these numbers that you saw here become. So that said, thanks again for watching. I'll catch you back in just a few seconds.